Hello everyone, this is Reverend Devan Jesse Byrne, and I was asked by Barbara to go ahead and put together an introductory video and what I know about A Course in Miracles, or where I come from as far as backstory and all that great stuff. So I am here to do just that. However, I'm taking you on this ride along with me and what I do with my A Course in Miracles experience course, which I offer online. So let's go ahead and get into it. When she asked me to put this together, I just hear, the whole story of my life. So we got a 10-hour video coming up here about the whole story. No. It's more of a deciding where I'm going to start. And that, as far as A Course in Miracles is concerned, is how I discovered it. Now, I've always been one that thinks differently. I was one of the first kind of studies involved for dyslexia, and that I was actually in this whole discovery of, man, this kid thinks really differently, really weird, and his wires are all crossed funny and it doesn't make any sense. I was definitely unique and still might be so a little bit. And in this whole experience, I got involved in massage therapy school and started a program online called a podcast, one of the first spiritual podcasts available, called Therapy of the Soul Radio. And I was interviewing a bunch of different people with different modalities and practices. And I came across this tarot card reader, Dana. She's wonderful. She gave me a reading and told me I was a wizard in a past life. Oh, that makes sense. I agree with that. And she told me to do A Course in Miracles, and so I inquired about that, and I asked her, what is A Course in Miracles? I don't know what that is. And she didn't know either. And I'm like, what? You don't know either? What's going on? So I was out searching online. I was pretty new to the internet, and searching, didn't know what, looking for like a month-long course, not finding much, and no, it couldn't be a book, but are you kidding me? And then I, of course, discovered it in the bookstore. The following week, I started I Am A Course in Miracles, a podcast, right at the first A Course in Miracles podcast available on iTunes. That was pretty exciting. And so I've been teaching ever since, but I, of course, was doing the lessons for the first time publicly, and for the first time, and made it public. And so kind of ever since then, I've always been always teaching it, always sharing it in a way that I feel like it's such a huge benefit to do it where people are listening. You always have the chance for Spirit to be coming through, pouring through the whole experience. And something that occurred as I was looking for people that did A Course in Miracles when I was doing it the first time. And I got into science of mind and was learning a lot about that, and it was great. And people knew A Course in Miracles is the only thing I could find. Until I found some people around me, including David Hoffmeister, that brought experiences, and he also started to move to Utah around the same time. So I was able to help him set up all of this and get involved there. Then he invited me on this what's it called, a study discourse, a weekend. It was 3 weeks. Wow, I haven't told this story in a while. Yeah, we flew to Canada, and I got involved there, and I actually was inspired, and in a sense before that, and I actually left my wife, started traveling around the world. I wasn't dedicated to any sort of party or anything but my guidance and my relationship with God. And so I was seeking to transcend the world. I didn't know how to do that, didn't know what it was, besides what I learned from A Course in Miracles. In that, I would say that I was attempting to forgive everything, forgive the entirety of the world. And so, yes, I did come to, after 5 years of simply traveling around and following guidance, I did come to what I refer to as a multidimensional death experience. Now, this, I would say, using Course in Miracles understanding in terms, was that I experienced outside of the dream. I came to the realization of what the dreamer was, and it was quite the experience. And so throughout, without elaborating too much into the story of what actually occurred, one thing I came back with for sure was that I literally forgave everything. I had no resentments and grievances anymore. And in that moment, I had to, in order to come back, as the discussion was occurring, in order to come back, I had to have some resentments and grievances again. And so I had to accept, literally, to resent and grieve something. And then instantaneously, we'll get more into that story, I'm sure. But instantaneously, the whole world came back. And yes, I did. It was December 10th, 2012. The world did end. And even though you might never remember it, I do. So ever since then, I've been completely fulfilled in my purpose and reasoning for existing. After seeing the experiences of all time collapsing and all the variations of my life, I did come back because I wanted to have a family and to express my message, or to share the information, in which I'm doing. So regardless if you want me to teach and share with your group or not, I am constantly online teaching and sharing. I have over 50 courses planned for this year alone, as well as some other tidbits, including my A Course in Miracles one. So I actually have a list of taking different approaches to teaching the same truth. And I have no doubt in what the facts of what A Course in Miracles is, and I can explain it in so many different variations, including in dimensions and understanding how the universe works. I can speak about it in elaborating on the Tao Te Ching. I have interpreted a new version of the Tao Te Ching, as well as the coming from, even have an ebook available on the Diamond Sutra, and so many different variations. In fact, I'm considering, as I was asked legally for what my religion is, I have started to define my religion, and it is referred to as undefinable and expansive, which I find absolutely hilarious. But in the sense of, what would the religion of the universe be? What would the totality of all that is define its religion? And so, as I just simply come from the perspective of my death experience, and literally coming from outside of existence here, coming from heaven, the experience of all totality of all knowledge is available. And I definitely would like to share the totality of knowledge with you and share communication with you, joining with each and every one of you. That I'm arrogant, I'm proud, and at the same time as I'm humble and empathetic to experience. But I hope to have fun and enjoy this whole trial, but whatever is going on with this game of life. So I'm pretty excited about it, joining with you, but as well as just simply excited about everything I do. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, and yes, I do hear the question. I do have 2 sons, and as well as 4 stepkids, and my beautiful wife is working hard as well to strive and satisfy this family. So it's a beautiful experience. And I'm so glad that for this opportunity. Thank you for even taking in the possibility. All right? So have a beautiful, wonderful day.